What's going on, guys? Welcome back to completing ARK here on ARK Survival Ascended. This is, of course, attempt number 2. I'm Sean, and I am an Arkaholic. And guys, welcome back to Ragnarok. I'm really excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. We're starting this episode, guys, early, rainy morning. That wasn't English, was it? We're starting this episode on an early, rainy morning, guys. And I've realized that my intro is getting a little bit long, so I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and change it up a bit. But we have a lot to talk about in today's episode, guys. First thing I want to talk about is our brand new base location, which I literally just flew over. Wonderful. Okay, let's turn back around and let's talk about this spot, guys. I've talked about this spot in the past a few times, and I'm really excited to finally call it home. And I kind of wanted to show it off to you guys because, yes, there is no base here built yet, but I do want to confirm that we have officially moved. We are no longer living inside of the cave, so be happy about that, guys. A couple of reasons why I picked this location specifically is, one, although it's foggy and everything right now, you really cannot beat the view here. The Highlands looks absolutely gorgeous. I have said it in the past, and I will stick to my guns, that I do think the Highlands in ASE looks a little bit nicer than the Highlands here on ASA, but it still looks really, really nice nevertheless. And let's be honest too, once we get a base and everything built here, imagine how this backdrop is going to look, especially when the volcano's going off. Oh my god, it's going to look so freaking nice, honestly. But let's be honest, guys, the main reason that we are staying up here in the Highlands is, well, we have a lot of creatures, we also have a lot of items, and we have no cryopods. So moving all these creatures across the map right now without cryopods just isn't going to be feasible for us. And I do want to address one thing right now, because there are probably a couple of you guys that might be a little upset that I didn't take your base location suggestions into consideration. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually recording this on July 3rd, and that episode actually hasn't come out yet, so I don't know your base locations or anything, but I will keep them in the back of my mind. We are definitely going to be checking out your base location suggestions in future episodes, and we'll definitely keep them into consideration with future base location outposts. And guys, I will mention it, this is just going to be an outpost, not going to be a main base or anything like that, so don't worry, we're not going to do anything too crazy here. But we have a lot to talk about here at the beginning of this episode, guys. And firstly, let me introduce you to Icy. Yes, 90s kids, you remember Ices, don't you? Oh my god, they were so freaking good. So unhealthy for you, honestly. Now as an adult, I just realized how unhealthy it is, but they were so good. The colors on Icy here, oh my god, the colors just remind me of that. But ARK has had, at least at the time of recording, guys, like I said, I'm recording here on the 3rd, we have gotten a massive quality of life update. And I actually just realized we got to go back here for a second, because there are 2 creatures in particular that got a nice quality of life update that I think we're going to go ahead and try to tame today. I think we're going to tame 3 creatures, but there's 2 in particular that I have my eyes on, and that, of course, is the Anki and the Doedicurus, guys. If you haven't heard, they have went ahead and made a couple of changes to those creatures. Now you can pick which items to harvest with the Anki and with the Doedicurus, which means no more added. If I want an Anki with metal, I can have it only gather the metal, and that's going to be so freaking huge. And then on top of that, too, when you actually have them, I got to figure out which creature actually has the saddles that we've gotten, because I have gotten myself an Anki saddle. There it is, and I'm pretty sure there's the Doedicurus saddle. Absolutely awesome. We're going to take that, and we're going to go here. Actually, a little bit of TLC here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff away. To be completely transparent, guys, the reason why there is so much building material in my inventory is I have been building. I've been building inside of the cave, and no, I am not willing to show it off just yet. It's a bit of a surprise, because we are going to do something with the cave, but you guys will have to wait and see exactly what we are doing with that particular location. But anyways, we got the saddles, we got everything. But the other cool quality of life update that they did go ahead and do with the Anki and Doedicurus, and by the way, guys, the list of stuff that they did is like 150 things. It's not just these 2, but these 2 in particular I really have had my eyes on. When you have a Doedicurus or Anki inside of an Argent Claw or the Wyvern Claw and you're gathering resources, they're not going to stop gathering at 50%, which is what they did in the past. And that is so freaking huge, guys. And oh my God, if you look at the background, we have 2 yellow drops with a ring around it. We have one way in the distance, and we have one somewhat in the distance. And that's a yellow with a ring around it. Oh my God. We're certainly going to go for this one. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the other 2, because the Anki in question that I would love to tame today is right over there. And if we are looking to do a base location or a base build in the next few episodes, we are going to need the gathering creatures. So I definitely want to go ahead and get that started in today's episode. And I want to see what this drop has. I'm really hoping for something really good, because in between the episodes, guys, I did say we had a lot to talk about. In between the episodes, guys, I did a little bit of drop hunting. I actually went over to the desert. I grabbed some of the red loot crates that are out there, and I also went ahead into the Ice Queen. There's pretty good stuff, actually. We're going to go ahead and take this. I know I'm kind of doing multiple things at once here. I don't need that either. That's kind of silly. I did go ahead into the Ice Deathworm Queen Cave, whatever the thing is actually called, and grabbed a couple drops from there. And most notably, we ended up getting a really, really good Equus saddle. I think it's like 120, 130 armor. So our current Jericho, which has been upgraded, we'll talk about him here in a little bit too, because he has some crazy freaking stats right now. He is currently wearing that particular piece of armor, but our Anki is right up here, I believe. I've been kind of searching around the area, so I knew about this one in particular. I kind of spotted this one a couple of episodes ago. Which one is it? It's one of them up here. There's so many Ankis up here in the Highlands, honestly. There he is. 150 Anki, absolutely awesome. That's exactly what we're going to be going for, but I don't want to tame him here because there's like 30 freaking Ankis in the area. If you ever want an Anki, come straight up to the Highlands, honestly. Did I grab him? I think that's him. Yes. Okay, so because the Anki is relatively slow, I think we're just going to kind of come on down here. We'll kind of plop him down, and then we'll do our thing on the ground. I don't think we need to worry about putting him in a trap or anything like that. It's more just a matter of getting him knocked out. And I'm actually realizing, holy bison. There are so many bison now because, again, another quality of life thing was bison have been kind of somewhat added to the map, which is really awesome. You know what? I think we're going to take them towards our base location and we'll knock them out there because there's so many friggin' bison here. I don't know about you guys, especially over on console. Ever since I tamed the bison and stuff, whenever they die or get tamed or whatever, they kind of just... there's no more. Like, it's kind of just been an extinction of them. So, one of the quality of life things that they did was re-add the bison to the map. They've actually went ahead and just threw bison everywhere at this point. I'm really excited about that because especially being a creature that's, I think, specifically made for this map, yeah, it can't be one of those creatures that you only see, like, once. But you know what? We will go ahead and take this back to our area because maybe we'll use Jericho right now to knock him out because crazy enough, Jericho has some insane stats on him. Between the episodes, I have went ahead and just started taming a ton of Equises, and he's got like 49 melee points now. It's insane. I mean, the levels that we've gotten are... I think Jericho is level 272 now, as opposed to the original Jericho, which was like 230-something. Just to give you guys an idea of what kind of stats this new Jericho is pushing. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so I'm going to drop you here. I'm going to hope that Jericho's not too heavy, because I do kind of want to see what his knockout and everything is. He's 271. Yeah, he's really heavy. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We got this. We're just going to throw everything in you. And then we're going to throw everything in you. And we'll just keep the rest and we'll figure this out later. Okay, so new Jericho's stats. We are looking at 2822 in health, which is 44 points. 3136 in stam, which is 46 points. 814 in weight, which is 47 points. And 447 melee, which is 49 points. And this, of course, is with a 100% imprint with no levels put in. And that is a 122 armored saddle. so insane compared to the previous Jericho. But I'm really excited to see how quickly we can knock this out, honestly. Here we go. 64 already. That's pretty freaking good. Oh, God, put everybody on passive just in case. I don't want the rest of these guys coming in. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Come on. So we're doing 60-something damage, which isn't bad. And again, no levels put in. And now this kick is, of course, applying torpor, too. I thought he was on the run already. I actually thought he was about to knock out. He's on the run. He's out. That is insane. Because you know what? I was kind of looking at my Trank arrows and realized we only had 35. So going this route is probably the best way to do this. And look at all the purple flowers here. Oh my God. This is just so easy with Jericho now. Jericho makes life so much easier for us. Look at that yield. Okay, so apparently we got something. All right, might as well go ahead and look over at this. I know I haven't really been keeping track of this, guys. Apologies. But harvest 2,500 berries, 500 meters on foot, and then tame one of the following creatures: a parasaur, a lystro, raptor, otter, or jaboa. Okay. Probably parasaur would be the easiest in this area. Maybe we'll just tame a parasaur just to finish that up. But we do have a total of 6 points. So let's go ahead and kind of look at that real quick here. So we already got hot-blooded, which basically gives us a natural health regen of 300%, which technically I guess is 400%, which is insane. I've kind of been looking over this, and I really do like this kind of route over here. The curse reflection and stuff like that. And then on top of that, strong back seems really good. This one seems really good. You have a 3% chance of producing twice as many when you're crafting ammunition, which is cool. I'm never going to use the telekinesis, I'm going to be honest. Well-oiled machine, repair cost of items and structures 10%. Not for me, per se, and I think the Speedy Harvester, probably not for me either. Midas Touch, not for me. So this side's kind of just going to be pointless. So looking at the other side, though, this is actually pretty good. Bonded taming and all that, and I think that's the route I kind of want to go at the moment here. How many points is this? So this is going to be 2 each, so it's going to take 2, 4, 6 for that. But Experienced Killer is going to be 3 points, and then from there, maybe we go... No, that takes 2. Do we kind of open this up to allow us to go down these roads now? Or do we try to, what's heavy-footed? Take 10% reduced fall damage. When you suffer fall damage, your knockback enemies within 10 meters of you. That's kind of cool, too, and that's 2 points. Is this 2 points also? God damn, there's so many. Costs so much. Okay, for right now, we're going to hold on to it then. I think we'll just wait for the next round because then we'll be able to go ahead and get 2 different stats updated on there. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more. We are going to be feeding this thing berries, unfortunately, because we just don't really have... We could do crops, but at the same time, it's just like, what's the point, you know? Its torpor isn't crazy, but at the same time, I think it's just easier to just give it a decent amount of berries just at the start here. So we can kind of just set it and forget it with this guy. Looking over the pre-tame stats, we're looking at 24 points in health, 24 in stam, 19 in weight, and 24 in melee. Not the best, but that's okay. So let's give him all the narcos we can. And then we'll just throw the food in there, and we'll kind of just set it and forget it with this guy. I think we will be taking Jericho out for a bit of a spin now here, because he is really freaking effective in knocking these guys out. And if we could do this with the Doedicurus too, oh my god, that would be absolutely crazy. Now, personally, I haven't seen any Doedicurus up here in the Highlands or anything. We'll certainly take a look around the area, but I just don't think they're up here. If that's the case, we might have to fly all the way back towards Blue Op, because there's a bit of an herbivore island area over there where I can only assume we're going to find some Doedicurus. I guess if we can't, then the next place would be the desert to look. All right, there's a Doedicurus. Kind of assume that they would be here in the redwoods. level are you? 135. Not bad. There is a part of me that just wants to go for it, but at the same time... Okay, where are we on the map? 4170. 4170. Okay, we're going to take another look around. But yeah, I'm pretty much trying to head down to the desert biome because I think that's where we could end up finding a few. But yeah, I thought I might as well cut through the redwoods while we're at it, right? Uh-oh. Is something, like, really bugged over here? Why the hell are Hesperornis coming this far up? No, seriously. Oh, my God. The water's there. There's a cliff in the way. What? Are they They gotta be Hesperornis, right? What the hell are they? No, come back here. What? They're not really moving like Hesper... Oh my God, are these the things from the Summer Bash event? I can't get eyes on it. It's so quick. It's gotta be. It's the slip and slide penguin. That's what it's called. Oh my God, look at him. He's got glasses on. That thing is so cool. Oh my God, what if we take one out? What do you get? Let's see. Oh my God, we gotta see what we get from one of these guys. Oh my God, it had... Do you get the glasses too? He's wearing glasses. No, 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 no. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. What level are they, by the way? Wait, where is he? Oh my God, he's down here. Go, 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 go. Get to him. There he is. All right, screw it. We're following after him. What do you get from one of these guys? First of all, what the hell do they look like? Oh my God. Slidey and slippery Kairuku. Oh my God. 1 second. We got to get a picture of this. You know, I'm honestly contemplating on making this the thumbnail, even though it has nothing to do with the episode. That thing is so ridiculous. All right, let's jump back in here. Let's have a look at this guy. All right, what happens if I chop him up? What do I get? I get nothing. It's just like a normal penguin. Okay. There's got to be something to it, because I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to get... They give you, like, popsicles or something, right? Okay, let's try this. Cool. Is there, like, a way to, like, pick them up? Like, what do you... Oh, God, he's really fast. Huh, okay. Well, we're definitely going to have to look into that and see exactly what it's all about. There's certainly a way in order to get yourself... the popsicle sticks. Maybe you don't get them with every single one? All right, we'll try one more. Get back here, dude. Now, he's not wearing anything, it doesn't look like. Oh, no, he is. Oh, it went into his inventory. Look at that. Popsicles. Dropped from a summer dino. Used to craft Summer Bash event items. Cool! And you get your poly this way, too. Look at that! Okay, that's really cool. All right. And Dodicarus, 135. There we go. Perfect. All right, well, you know, it was the best one that we found. We'll find a better one here in the future, but for right now, 135, just at the start, isn't too bad. Let's get this thing back to base. Let's knock it out, and let's tame this thing. I think I might want to take a shot with our brand new crossbow just to see kind of the damage output here. So where did he go? He's right there. Perfect. Okay, we'll do one shot with this, and then we'll get Jericho involved. But, all right, let's try that again. There we go. 115. That's not that bad. Oh, passive. That's what I was worried about with the Yankee. Okay, if we can get these headshots, though, on him. Just gotta watch his health. He's already looking a little bit bloody. Is his health, like, really that low? Okay, he is definitely on the run. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with this guy, because he's not balling up. But I also don't want to hit him 35 times, because then he will. Come on. Just get knocked out, dude. Yes. 135 Doedicurus is going to be ours. Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, the Yankee, of course, didn't end up being a perfect tame. That's totally okay. Now that we have Archelons on the map, which is kind of interesting. I completely forgot about that with the quality of life. On top of that, too, guys, you know how you have the HUD bar on the side and everything? If you hold the select button, it'll actually tell you how much HP or how much durability is left on your items. You guys see that? That's really cool. I'm a little bit worried with that kind of thing because I feel like, cynically, wildcard's kind of just taking mods. Because I'm pretty sure there is there's a mod similar to that. So I'm a little bit worried that that's kind of the game we're playing here, which is if you're making a mod, all of a sudden it's just going to become wildcards. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's just maybe they went to the person and bought it out. You would hope, right? But yeah, that seems a little... Not sure how I feel about those kind of things, but it is a quality of life update that we certainly did need. I just really hope that they did contact the mod creator first to see if it was okay to almost mimic exactly what the purpose is, if that makes sense. But anyways, the biggest stats we're looking for is probably weight all in all. And then maybe melee, just to get that yield up and everything. But weight, of course, is the biggest thing that you're looking for. All right. No, you do not need my sickle. I will take that back. But yeah, you should be looking pretty good. 4.5% already. Not too shabby. Okay, so, moment of truth, guys. Let's take a look at the brand new Anki stats. We are looking at, first of all, let's throw the saddle on. We are looking at 5'7", 4-0 in health, which is 36 points, 840 in stam, 38 points, 26 points into weight, only at 380, so that was the worst stat, and 326 melee, which is 40 points. Not too shabby, not great in the weight department, but at the... Inherit weight robust. So this one, oh my god. So when we're breeding this one, this has a very good chance of getting the higher of... Okay. Oh, okay, good. No! Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, first of all, how the hell did the snake get up here? Second, why didn't the snake go after the Doedicurus? Why did it go after Jericho? Yeah, Jericho is not really a fighter. 52 damage. Okay. That's interesting. You get a lot of hide from friggin' snakes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm a little confused. Why would it have went for Jericho and not for the Doedicurus? Because the Doedicurus' taming effectiveness is 46.5. Oh, this thing is... Oh, this thing's done. It went for this for a while. And then literally stopped and went for the Equus. This thing's garbage. It's done. We need for it to wake up. Oh, man. All right. Maybe when we're going to get our Castroides, we'll actually find another Doedicurus over there then. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Okay, so right there is probably our best option. So let's just look at the Castroides around this one. Okay. Okay. All right, they mean business. Do we want to go for the 145 or do we still want to steal for the potential 150? I'm trying to turn to see what this Castroides is, but I totally forgot how friggin' bad the turning radius is on a Wyvern. That's also a 140. Wow. Okay, I still think we're going to go for the 145, which is this one right here. It's kind of just by itself. Let's just do it. And I missed. All right, well, let's try that again. All right, best out of 3. Hopefully you don't go back in the water, because then I'm never getting you. All right, best out of 3. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. We got it. All right, let's lure it back to base. And let's see if we can get another yellow drop with a ring around it in the distance. Oh, my God. All right, well, let's get the Castroides back. Let's start knocking this thing out. And hopefully no Titanoboas come up and take a nibble out of it. Crap. You know what I just realized? The health on that thing is 1148. Even if we wake it up, we're never going to be able to knock it back out. It's going to be balled up for a really long time. Shoot. All right, so what's the game plan then? First of all, we're going to drop the Castroides over here. Let's get the Castroides knocked out first, then we'll kind of deal with what we want to do with the Doedicurus. We are going to be using Jericho again for this one. I think just the fact that this thing can knock out so many creatures fairly easily, too, which is nice. We don't have to worry about the creature balling up, so we're just going to go straight in for the kill here. All right. It's definitely on the run. And it's out. Perfect. Get the hell away from it. All right. We just might have to go ahead and kill this Doedicurus and just get ourselves another one. Ah, that's really annoying. You got to be kidding me. There was a Doedicurus up here? How the hell did I miss this before? Please don't tell me you're a good level. 60. Okay, maybe I did see you then. Do I want a level 6? You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to fight about levels anymore. That's it. It's a level 60. It's ours if I can actually get around to it. Oh, Wyvern. You know what? Yeah, it is what it is. There we go. If we find a better one, then we dump this off. But for right now, it's the best we got. And the level 60 is out. Perfect. Okay. Was getting a little bit worried, honestly. Thought this thing was going to ball up. But how much? It has a decent amount of health left over. Okay, cool. I'm also kind of thinking with this one, when it does ball up, we could technically still use the Equus in order to keep the Torpor going back up, but I don't know. I mean, I can give it a shot and everything, but I don't think it's going to work. I think that health-wise on it is just, it's not going to work, but we could see what happens, of course. Perfect. You have a kid. Where is said kid, though? No. Okay, so the Lystro has a kid, and the kid is right here. Okay, I want to try something here. Because if we go over to the skill tree, right now we need to tame one of the following. Parasaur, Lystro, Raptor, Otter, or Jerboa, right? Does that include a kid, or do I have to traditionally tame? So, if I was to, I don't know, say take a compound bow and do this, technically that's tamed. And I did get it. Wow. Okay, so we're in a brand new category. We have a total of not beginner hunter, Allocarnoceratosaurus direbearer perlovia. That's not a beginner hunter. Oh my god, kill one of the following: Dreadmare, Megalosaurus, Rhinonathia, or Uteranus. What is this category? That's insane. I would much rather do the exact same category that we did, or actually, this is probably the easiest, Woodland Worker. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, unfortunately, Baby Lystro, I have no use for you. You were just an experiment. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so, looking at this, we have a total of 9 points. Now, we could go Experience Killer, and then we can drop down here to Bonded Taming, which is going to be pretty good. This is, creatures you tame gain a 10% imprint bonus for you. Now, I think if you get this all the way up, though, it goes all the way up to 30% imprint bonus, which could be pretty cool, especially, and I kind of wish we did this prior to going for our utility tames. That would have been nice, but it is what it is, no big deal. I'm kind of wondering, though, at the same time, what happens if I breed a creature? Does that mean it already starts out with a 30% imprint, and then it's just a matter of finishing up the rest? I kind of wonder how that works. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get this one here, which we do have to get all 3. There we go. And then we're going to head in this direction with the additional 6 points. So 1, 2, 30% imprint. That's insane, honestly. Now, kind of looking over this, because you can go in so many different directions with this, honestly. I think from here, I might do this one. Imprinting creatures you are raising is 5% more effective, which can go to 10. So you're using a total of 8 points for this. I don't think I'm going to do the twin imprint, though, if I'm going to be honest. I think it's just going to be this one, and then we're kind of done with this branch. I really like this branch with the Mountain Opportunist and the Essence Eater. I also really like this one here, Bloodlust and Barbed Blades. I think this could be really good for us, especially in those sticky situations where we do have to bring out the pike when we're kind of like on our last limbs, let's put it that way. So, yeah, all this stuff is really, really cool. Honestly, I'm interested to hear from a PvP perspective, how has this kind of changed the game? Because you know everybody's now doing this, you know what I mean? I don't know. From a single-player perspective, half of these don't really mean anything to me, if I'm going to be honest, but I'm curious in a, lack of a better term, competitive sense. I'm curious to see how these have really affected the game, if you will. But anyways, let's get back to base here. But yeah, unfortunately, none of these will have a 30% imprint now because we started the taming process after the fact. At least I don't think they would, right? Alright, so the Doedicurus has officially woken up, but is it balled up? I think it is. Yep, it's balled up. You know what? Screw it. Let's give it a shot. I mean, what's going to happen? It's got 1,000 hit points for 1,000 health left. We probably have done about 190 at this point. Are we going to pull this off? Now, does that torpor rise at all? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, God, the bar went away. So we're just kind of winging this now. Well, there we go. Yeah. Shoot. I could have let it sit a little bit longer and stuff, but it is what it is. It's a shame, but... Shoot. And here we go, guys. This is going to be our brand new gathering trio. And I will say, using the Castroides is going to be pretty interesting because in the past, if you guys have seen previous series, we have always used the Mammoth. So this is going to be pretty interesting using this guy. But what's really cool about the Castroides is, if you guys weren't aware, it's also a mobile smithy. So if you don't have yourself like an Argent or anything at this point, you can use this as your mobile smithy, which is really cool. It is really fast. It does get a decent weight reduction when it comes comes to the wood, I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's as much as what the mammoth gets, which is why I traditionally do go the mammoth direction, but I'm happy to have this thing. It ended up at 214, not too shabby there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats real quick here. Now, remember, guys, this was a 145. We did end up using measures, so it did lose a couple of levels here. But, oh my god, wow, actually. Okay. 3243 in health, which is 29 points. 666 in stam, which is 27 points. 666, that's kind of interesting. 534 in weight, which is 34 points. And 320 melee, which is 45 points. Now, you guys will see the 30% imprint. As you guys recall, we did end up going into this bit of a skill here, which is right down here, Bonded Taming. That will give us a 30% imprint bonus for our creatures. So yes, it does actually work while we're in the process of knocking them out and everything. So moving on to the Anki here, the Anki stats we are looking at. Now granted, of course, because it does have that 30%. Oh, the Anki, that's right, we knocked out first, so that's okay. This will actually be perfect stats. But with the Doedicurus and the Castroides, just keep in mind that 30% is going to change the numbers up a little bit. But for the Anki, we have 5740 in health, which is 36 points, 840 in stam, which is 38 points, 380 in weight, which is 26 points, and 326 melee, which is 40 points. Funny enough, the weight stat, the one that you want the highest, is by far the worst stat out of this guy. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Again, guys, we did end up using Measure Berries to tame the Anki. Now, finally, the Doedicurus. Yes, it's only a level 89. I would have loved to get the 135, but at the end of the day, no big deal. We'll find ourselves a better one here in the future. I think this one's still going to be pretty good. Granted, the stats aren't really there. We're looking at 3405 in health, which is 16 points, 750 stam, which is 15 points, 339 in weight, which is 14 points, and 232 melee, which is 20 points. Of course, the 30% imprint, but both the Anki and the Doedicurus have gotten a pretty awesome TLC that I think I explained a little bit earlier, but now we kind of get to see it firsthand. We're going to go to, let's try that again. We're going to go to Y, and we're going to go to harvest-only settings here. This is a brand new thing, and we can actually pick what the Doedicurus and what the Anki can actually harvest. So if we go stone, this Doedicurus will only get stone. It's not going to get flint. It's not going to get anything else. It's just going to get stone, which is really nice, honestly. It's definitely a nice little quality of life thing. I really hope they do this with more things in the future, and I think they probably will. They probably did it with these two first, just as a bit of a test run, if you will, and hopefully in the future, this does become a thing with more creatures, because I think there's certain creatures out there that maybe are underutilized right now, but with this perk, might end up being really, really good. I don't know. We'll have to see. But same thing goes with the Anki here. It does have a couple more options. We have metal, flint, and stone, interestingly enough. So, funny enough... Now, it's not going to get as much stone as, like, the Doedicurus, and it's not going to get the weight reduction, but, like, technically, I guess if you wanted to, it could kind of get rid of the Doedicurus for you. If you didn't care how much stone you got, you just wanted to get stone, that's a big upgrade for the Anki, I'm gonna be honest. That's actually kind of cool. Then on top of that, too, I might have mentioned it before, guys, both the Anki and the Doedicurus, when using a flyer, not a Karkanos, a flyer only, it's kind of been figured out at this point, it will not stop harvesting at that 50% that it traditionally did in the past. Now it will go ahead and keep filling itself up. It looks like possibly a Karkanos TLC in the future that will go ahead and allow this same thing as the flyers have gotten now. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited for these. I know it's a little bit of a longer episode, not sure on your guys' end with the editing and everything, but for me, it's been a pretty long one. Looking at 4 hours of recording here, but guys, I am going to wrap up the episode here. We finally got our utility tames, and I'm really excited to see what these guys could do. Like I said, in the future, we'll probably get ourselves a better Anki, but for right now, that'll totally, better Doedicurus in the future, but that, for right now, that will totally work. But that is going to wrap up this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you all in the next one.